Finally, after the conference, prayerfully share with others. One way to share is to pray for the people that you met and connected with at the conference. And then you can let them know how you prayed for them. You should also be praying for your church and other churches, and pray that they would be able to take the things that they learned at the conference and use it for God's glory in their church, and that you would use the things that you learned in your church. Take time to talk with others about some of the things that you learned at the conference, and be sure to do this sooner than later. As you share things that you learned from the conference, remember there's some specific things that you heard at the conference that might not fit your specific ministry setting. Your goal should not be to do what other churches are doing. It should be to glorify God and help the people that God has at your church to worship Him and to love others. The conversations you have should focus on your church doing things for God's glory. Whether these things that you're doing right now need to continue, they need to be improved, or they may even need to be stopped. You need to have those conversations as it relates to your ministries. A conference speaker or a workshop leader is not responsible for the people that God brings to your church. The purpose of this conference, and really any conference, should not be cloned churches. It should be about making Christ-like disciples. Lovingly and prayerfully share what you and other attendees were challenged by and what you learned at the conference. Seek to have loving, prayerful conversations with church leaders about the ministries of the church for God's glory and not your own preferences. Thank you for being part of this short How to Attend a Conference workshop. There are many other things that we could have talked about during this time, but hopefully this provides a starting point for you and your church to get the most out of this conference and any other conference. It's my prayer that as you go from here, you would understand and you would be able to see what God is doing in you and through your church. May we have a desire to see Him glorified as we make disciples.